my thank yous to Akron Education Association for again hosting this event. Without them, we would not be doing this. And I personally and professionally think this is a great place for us to get all 7 high schools, representatives from both young men and young ladies teams together. And we have the media and well represented here today, so they can ask questions. It's just a great opportunity for everybody to be together one final time before we really kick off the season. We will follow the usual format. We will start off with the young ladies, as always, ladies first. We will be going in alphabetical order. Before I introduce the first school, I would like to say just a few minutes of time. I thank the Akron Education Association on behalf of all of you, so you won't need to come up here and do it. Just start talking about when you come up, bring your players up with you, introduce them, talk about the season for a couple minutes, and we'll move right along then. Also, if the media hasn't spoken with you and they would like to, stick around afterwards for a few minutes. I'm sure they'd like to do a couple interviews and talk to you and your players. On that note, it's my pleasure to bring up the head coach of the Booklet Lady Griffs, Coach Brian Nuggebauer.
All right. I do want to thank AEA real quick. Also want to thank Mr. Howard and Beth Johnson for all their work. They do a great deal. We appreciate it. Our season, we had about 40 girls try out, so we're making strides in the right direction on that. Trying to continue to grow as a program. Next year, looking forward to probably having a 9th grade team, which I don't think there's a lot of programs in the area with that. Right now, our GPA as a team is 3.3. Real happy about the way the girls are working in the classroom. We're working hard, constantly trying to improve. We're excited about what's happening. I've been telling everybody we're going to be better this year. I can't exactly say that means 2 more wins or just being more competitive in all the games we play. And we're trying to strive to bring Booklet girls basketball back to the top of the city series. I brought with me Cheyenne Crisp. She's a senior. She is a leader for us. She's going to be one of our captains. She's affectionately referred to as Coach Crisp by some. She's gone with girls to interim report card pickup. She's gone with girls to check on grades. She's like having another coach at practice because she knows what needs to be done to get where we're trying to be. Last year she had 10+ games with at least 1 3-pointer. She came off the bench last year, provided instant offense. I can't say enough really about Cheyenne. She always, even when we got here, she makes me laugh. She knows I'm not real comfortable talking in front of a lot of people, and as soon as we got out of the truck, she made me laugh. We're eating together, she's making me laugh. At practices, she keeps things light sometimes. She sees me getting irritated or bothered, and she'll come by and bump me and say something funny and make me laugh, and she really helps out in that way. One last thing about her, and it's been a real pleasure coaching her last year and this year, is that she truly loves the game, a lot like all of us that are here, coaches especially, and generally it's something you find in the boys or the young men, but Cheyenne truly loves the game. When we're not at practice or we don't have practice on Sundays, she's somewhere else playing, trying to always get better. So looking for big things out of her this year. On and off the floor, she does a great job. Thanks.
The head coach and players from the East Lady Dragons, Coach Lucretia Shaw.
Miss Wharton and Jada Maxwell. They're pretty representative of the season that we plan on having. I have girls who are naturally talented, which is a plus. You know, any other coaches that hold tryouts, and you come in and you see that there's not a lot of technique that you have to teach. They're just naturally good athletes. But on top of that, they're good workers, hard workers, willing to learn. We had a scrimmage this past Saturday, which has not happened that early in the season yet. We did tryouts Monday, Tuesday, and had a scrimmage on Saturday. So it was to show the girls where we are as far as being competitive. And not only were they good athletes, but they showed that they're good young ladies who played a team that was a little bit aggressive. And there were opportunities for the girls to lose their temper, their composure, and they did not do that. So on top of being good athletes, they're the epitome of a student athlete and a young lady. So I'm very optimistic about this season, as usual. And now that I have some talent and some girls who are willing to work hard to do, you know, what's expected of them on the court and off the court, I look forward to this season.
Representing Ellen and the Lady Orangemen, Coach Tina Wallace.
Yeah, I had to.
Okay, good afternoon. I brought with me two of Ellen's finest. To my left is Megan Rohr. She's a 3-year letter winner for us. I call her a big baller. I'm always telling her, go eat a cheeseburger or something. She's so thin, and she scraps with everybody. I mean, she doesn't have any limitations. No fear. She's 4.0 student, and just a pleasure to work with. And to my right is our big girl in the middle. This is Jamae Griggs. She is my return starter. She is our leader on the floor. She's our shot blocker. Just comes to practice every day, trying to get better. She's a tremendous leader, and she's also a very good student in the classroom. I think one of the bright spots of our season, we did graduate two of our best players in history with Dynasty Smith Malone and Kendra Love, both first team All-City recipients last year. I have a couple new kids coming in. I have a girl from Maryland, and she'll be our point guard. She's just an incredible athlete. And I have a freshman class that I can't recall the last time I had so many talented athletes. Not only are they gifted athletes, but they're very good students as well. So with that, I have 9 students on my basketball team with a 4.0 GPA. 9. When I forget to play, I have to look at them and think, well, that I did. No, they're just great student athletes. I mean, I look forward to going to practice every day. And those of you that are teachers, you know, we get stuck with 40 kids in a classroom, and some are there to learn and some aren't. I know each and every day at 3:30, I'm going to get a group of kids that I enjoy to be around, and they don't want to leave. And we, so far, better knock on wood, tremendous workers, and they have a goal in mind, and I hope that they achieve it. I wish everybody luck, and hopefully we'll have success like our boys basketball team did last year. Thank you.
Now introducing Firestone Falcons, their first-year head coach, Coach Reggie Ford.
How y'all doing? It's just, it's interesting, the dynamics of it changed from the person assisting to the person that's in charge. And since I've been in charge, you know, you can tell when you're in a rebuilding year, when you're in a year that might yield more than just rebuilding results. So, you know, where I stand, I mean, we're in a rebuilding year, but we're lucky enough to have Ashley Ingram, who was my person in the middle, who was a senior, and Darian Carter, who just happened to be the return player of the year. You know, so that helps a lot. But as a whole, you know, we want to be competitive, and we want to go out and try to be competitive. And that's about as much as I'm going to say at this point. At this point, I think it's time to do it on the floor, and that's what we're going to have to do.
Now, Coach Dan Nash and the young ladies from the Lady Rams.
You know, we're really excited about this year. We had a nice core group of kids that played this summer, got better, went to camp. My co-captains, Caitlin Williams Jr., Antoinette Rogers, senior. So we're expecting a lot as far as leadership from these two, although right now they're scared to death. But, you know, what we're looking at is day to day just improving, scrimmage to scrimmage, practice to practice. And like I said, that core group that played together over the course of the summer, we're looking for that commitment and enthusiasm to filter down to the rest of the kids. So we're excited to get it started, and we're definitely looking at being a lot more competitive this year than we have been in the past. Thank you.
Now, Coach Anthony Jones and the Lady Cards, who are the defending City Series champions.
First of all, I'd like to thank God and everybody else to cut it short for allowing this event to happen. I brought with me Casey McCormick, who is a senior this year. She didn't get a chance to play last year because she tore her ACL at our last scrimmage. But she's back and she's ready to go, eager, ready to get on that court for our first game. And also Sarah Taylor, who is a junior. These are two of my captains here. Sarah received second team All-City last year, and Casey, her sophomore year, received second team All-City. So these two girls are go-hard girls. They work hard. We have a young team for, like, including my JV, and they're taking the girls under their wings and helping me out a lot. This has been a trying year for me because my brother, who is younger than me, I'm only 23, just passed away September 15th, and our first day of open gym was the day after. So the season has started very slow for us, and they've been helping me out a lot, and we're going to win this season, hopefully, prayerfully, for my brother, Rob Bell. Thank you.
Rounding out the young ladies, North High Lady Vikings, and our new head coach over there, Coach Eric Matthews.
Thank you. As a new coach, it's exciting to coach and to, after watching the young ladies play for 5 years as a teacher at North, finally have the opportunity to coach, and looking forward to it. I would like my young ladies to introduce themselves.
I'm Sashiana Meadows. I'm a sophomore. I'm Zenaya. I'm a senior.
And these two young ladies are outstanding athletes. Sashiana has taken a role as a leader on the court. We're very young. We've had 11 freshmen try out and make the team, so we're very young. Sashiana is a leader. Ms. Vale is a person that plays the ball well in terms of defense. She's a specialist in that area. So we're awfully excited to start our season, and one thing about us, we will play hard. We will play very hard. Thank you.
All right, it's my pleasure at this time to bring up Coach Steve White and a young man he brought with him from the Brits, and they are the defending city series champions.
First, I'd like to thank Joe and Beth for this luncheon, thank AEA. Was it Coach was talking about your brother outbreak? Everybody's had a lot of nice, great things to say to me last year when my wife died. And I remember, strangest thing was Coach Ickes actually came up to me and hugged me when he was right here talking to me. So that made me feel good. Last year was a blur. I don't even remember the season, but made it through. I just hope this year that we can do as well as we did last year. And if you are in our district, please do not jump in our bracket and play us. We played each other twice, and we played each other 3 times. No offense, but if you don't play us, vote for each other. That's another big thing. We go to our own districts, our own brackets, we don't even vote for each other. I don't like this person don't like me. Vote for each other, stay away from each other. I wish everybody good luck. Thank you. Here's Rucker, year for year. For you.
Moving on, East Dragon, head coach Joe Woto.
Good afternoon. I don't have anything to say because every day at school, for those of you who know, I teach at Elliott. I hear some young man every day tell me how great Elliott is and how bad East is. So at this time, Brian, would you like to come up and do my speech? No? Thanks. All right, I brought with me today. I am feeling bad. Damon is what we hope to continue or start, or I don't know the correct word for that, at East. Last year he was a 2.2, this year he's a 3.7, and that's why he's up here today. He's what I want, a good person who does his work in the classroom, behaves in the classroom, and yes, he can play basketball a little bit. He's pretty good. We're going to be young this year. We only have 2 seniors. We're probably going to start 2 sophomores, a freshman, 1 junior, and 1 senior. But we hope to be competitive, we hope to play hard, and if it's in Breon's heart, we hope to win a few games. Thank you.
The Ellen Orangeman and head coach Mark Fisher.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you to the AEA and to Joe and Beth for having us here. Always honor and privilege to sign that contract every year. Everybody appreciates that, being able to sign that and being able to coach these boys and these girls to and help them lead their lives in the right direction. We're gonna start out today introducing Carlton, and this is Breon right here. Likes to talk to Coach Wu. But 2 fine young men, 2 really good basketball players, and they'll be leading the way for us. We also have 4 other seniors that all have a little bit of varsity experience. We made great strides last year with the 20-win season. We beefed up our schedule. Hopefully we can hit that 20 again this year. If we do, we'll have a really, really fine year. We also have Julian Furman, Rob Nelson, Maurice Mackey, and Chris Griffin are our other seniors. We're also really strong at our sophomore level. Our freshman level has a good team. We're in the right direction, and we need to get over a few more humps to be where we want to be. But I think Ellet's moving in the right direction, and we'll be there at the end to compete and try as hard as we can to bring a city championship back home. Good luck to everybody, and we'll see you on the court. I think January 16th, they'll be ready.
He'll be in school that day, right?
Now introducing the Firestone Falcons and head coach Dave Miley.
I like talking to people about the city because I think the city is very competitive. Luckily, I've been around 12 years now, just at Firestone High School. And when you go out to Acme or you go somewhere, how are you guys going to be and who's tough? Everybody's tough. It's a tough schedule, all right? And I think I look at the independent games that we play in the city, all right? It makes it tougher every year. I am of the theory that you want to play the tougher independent games. That's why I'm saying being St. Ed's on my schedule. All right. Every year is different. The dynamics change every year. All right. Your teams are changing. Your classes are changing. And that's what makes it fun. That's why we coach. Coaching is teaching. All right. I've got a couple guys behind me now. Seniors Kyrell Allen and DeBoris Allen, no relation. They are seniors, and it was hard bringing them here and not bringing Rayvon Lewis, who's a second team All-City, all right? But I believe the seniors are the leaders, and truthfully, they are vocal leaders here. Rayvon proves it on the court, and I think he'll prove it on the court again this year. He was second team All-City. He was the only sophomore who made the All-City team. City is going to be competitive this year. I hope to be competitive. I think our team will be. We have one other senior that's going to make an impact, and only at Firestone High School could this happen, and tell me if I'm wrong. We are the Visual Performing Arts School in Akron. So I had a senior last year that made the team, came to practice for 3 weeks, and then said, Coach, I can't give enough time to the band. I have to quit basketball. And I'm going, where else would somebody quit basketball for the band? I'm sorry. That happened at Firestone. He came back, he added, he's a senior this year, kind of a wide body. He's going to help us in the middle, and that's Ezra Wilmington. And along with Rayvon, I've got a good group of juniors. No sophomores this year, no freshmen. Look to see you on the court. All right. Thank you, guys.
Next gentleman is no stranger to these media day functions. He's switched from Firestone to Garfield, from the young ladies to the young men. Coach Ollie McGill of the Garfield Rams.
Good afternoon, everyone. First, I would like to thank Joe and Beth and AEA for putting this on. This is my 15th time standing behind here, so, you know, it never changes. But anyway, at Garfield, it's a lot different. We have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of work to do. We're not where we need to be just yet, and it's going to take some time. But these kids are willing to put in the work to get it done, and that's what we're going to do. We're not guaranteeing anything, but the difference is this time is the kids are going to play harder. And hopefully with that, we'll get a few more wins with that. Of course, I played for Garfield in my day, so we kind of want to emulate some of the things that was happening when I played there. One of the things, yesterday, the young man got a chance to meet my former high school basketball coach, Coach Rob Pike, stopped by the school and talked to the young men in regards to how it used to be. Also, hopefully I'll get Jerry out there to talk to the kids as well. Who I brought today, I brought Devontae Lash, of course, plays football also for Garfield, and Cortez West, who started at Garfield last year. So again, we hope to be more competitive, and we'll see you during the season. Thank you.
Representing Kenmore Cardinals, head coach Brian Goss.
Okay, I want to introduce the two players I brought with me, and as Coach Fisher said, it is a privilege and honor to be associated, teach classes all day long, and then look forward to going to basketball practice and working with these guys. It is a privilege, and you know, I'm thankful every day that I have the job I have. I really truly love it. On my left is Darshawn Gable. He's a junior. He started for us last year. And this is Eric Palmer. He's a junior, and he started for us last year. And what was the hardest decision for me this year, coming to this media event, was to decide who to bring. These guys are definitely worthy, but truly I had 8 other players I left behind who were worthy to come down here also. They're good players, and that sort of sets the tone for what we look and hope to happen for Kenmore this year. It's the first year in a while where I'm going to have possibly a 10-player rotation. Everybody's going to be competing for time in every practice, which makes practices better, and that's what the outlook for our team is this year. Also, I want to talk about the top 12 guys on varsity. This is the first year these scholars have produced collectively 37 A's on their first 9-week report card. Wow. And 1 F. And for us, that was a major win, and we're proud of them for that also. So to wrap up, I hope we're going to be competitive. Our team's going to be competitive in practice, and I can tell you from what I've heard in the city to be very competitive this year also.
Coach Carter from the North Vikings could not be here this afternoon, but in her place is Coach Love and the 2 players from North High School.
Again, first I'd like to thank God for another day, and thank AEA and everybody that supports Akron Public School. It's an honor for me to stand here, of course, Coach Carter, but just as exemplifies how we are and what we are this year. We're doing things together. It's not one, so everything is done together. And it also is an honor for me to stand here as a class of '91 Akron City Series Girls Championship alumni of North High School. So I'm proud of Vikings and proud to be a part of it. Don't have too much to say, but what our focus is this year, and it's not basketball. Our focus this year is, one goal is to have 100% graduation rate. And the second thing that we're focusing on is in the classroom. And in the classroom, if we have the boys to learn in the classroom, once they begin to learn in the classroom, it makes it easier for them to learn on the court. And that's what we're trying to do, is teach. I have 2 young men with me, Lindsey Wrigley and Jonathan Jones. Will surprise a lot of people in the city because of the hard work the coaches is putting into the kids and the hard work the kids are putting into their efforts. And they have something that they want to be proud of. They have goals that they want to reach. Lindsey is one of the scrappier people. If his height was as big as his heart, well, everybody would be in trouble. So this is Lindsey Wrigley, and I'll allow him to say something. And Jonathan Jones, if I can get him to understand that everything is not a dunk, it'll be all right.
Yeah, I'd just like to say, as everybody here being competitive in the city, we all have confidence. So we gon' try to give it our all and fight for it. This is our last year, so just look out.
You had a speech all in stars.
But I'm happy to be here today. Like I said, I'm happy to see new faces in the locker room, players I've been working with over the summer. Great team chemistry in the locker room. I'm looking to improve our record this year. That's all I
One of the main things I've gotten out of this is academics. I can't stress it anymore than you as coaches have done. You've all done a wonderful job. It's the reason why we're all in this business, for the academics, to teach our children. You as student athletes, please continue doing it. You've all done a wonderful job at this point. Continue that. I have nothing further. Mrs. Scheib, Mr. Sigford?
Just want to say quickly, we solved the case of the missing chicken. So if somebody's still hungry, please cook yourself. You need some cookies or something to drink for the road. And once again, have a great season, and everybody, we're looking forward to seeing you on the court.
Good luck to everyone. Be safe.